All right, boys. Here we are with the chicken tender tier list. We were talking about this in Discord earlier, and I got a lot of debating. We were debating a little bit about the rankings of chicken tenders. The argument was basically on the basis of that there's no difference in chicken tenders, which obviously there is. Carter's a retard. All right, we're gonna start off with KFC. KFC, I don't know. I've had some very good experiences and some very bad experiences with KFC, but overall, I gotta go with D. It's just inconsistent, but so much to the point where it's like if you were to go to KFC 20 different locations 20 times, like 20 separate trips to KFC, there would be like maybe two good tenders out of that. And they're not even like S tier tenders. They're like A tier. And then the rest are like trash. So, we're rocking with D. Now Wingstop is pretty good overall. Um, you know, This is more so a test based purely, or a tier list based purely off of taste, not price or any of that. But the big thing about Wingstop is their tenders are always coated in sauce for the most part. I don't think I've actually had a bare Wingstop tender, and I really like Wingstop sauces, but I feel like the tender underneath could be better. Like I feel like some other tenders that are going to come up on this list were in some of this Wingstop sauce. It would go absolutely crazy. I'm gonna go with the very top of B, probably even maybe a low A, but I don't know how to do that on here, like place it on the middle line. I see people do that, but I'm gonna go with the very top of B. Raising Cane's, mid. It's just so mid. C to me is mid tier. B is like we're doing good, and then A is like all right, and then there's a reserved maybe one or two spots for S tier. Let's be real honest here, folks. Let's be real honest, okay? Now Arby's. Now, a lot of you guys in Discord talk all this shit on Arby's. You say all this fucking bullshit, alright, on my main man Arby's. Arby's fucking rules, alright? If you don't like Arby's, it means that you're a low T fucking femboy that posts like pictures of yourself in like e-dating discords with like pink thigh-high socks. If you don't like Arby's, Arby's is a fucking working man's trucker fast food establishment. So if you don't like meat, you don't like Arby's, you know what I mean? And I really want to put it in A tier, but I feel like I'm partially biased. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, if I was eating a Wingstop tender and then an Arby's tender, I know in my heart that the Wingstop tender is probably better. But the Arby's is still fucking good, super thick breaded tender. So we're going right there in B. Now Sonic is kind of mid, but it also can be good. There's not really a whole lot to say about it. The seasoning on the chicken's pretty good though. We'll go top of C tier, but it honestly might be a low B. But then when you compare it to some of these other tenders on the list, I can't just put everything in B or everything in C. You know what I mean? There have to be some breakaway, some spacing out of the ranks. Steak and Shake, definitely B. A solid tender, pretty solid tender. Good seasoning, a nice tender. See, the chicken quality in Steak and Shake is much higher than in Sonic, but I feel like the breading is slightly better. And honestly, the chicken quality in Cane's is the chicken quality is very high, probably maybe comparable to Wingstop, maybe even higher than Wingstop, but the breading is just trash. The breading is like fucking like corn bullshit. It sucks total dick. Why the fuck would I ever eat a Cane's chicken tender when all these other options are available to me? Um, and then so we go to Chick-fil-A. This is no surprise to anybody, but it's going right up here somewhere. But a surprise maybe, it's going in A tier. Now Chick-fil-A is a very good tender. It is a very good tender, but when I'm eating a chicken tender, okay, Chick-fil-A chicken tenders are like sandwich quality chicken. It's honestly a little overkill for a tender. You know what I'm saying? I want a little bit of a thicker breading. You know what I mean? It's very good. It is very good chicken, but to me it's such a solid choice of A. It's so solid, like it seems like in the natural order of things, like a human being can only be so tall. Like that's how Chick-fil-A ranks for me is comparatively to other tenders. It's like the highest like a mortal chicken tender could go. It's like the best chicken the best chicken tender. You know what I mean? Like in that sense. To get above Chick-fil-A's chicken tender, you'd have to be doing you gotta have some God, like God has to kiss your restaurant, which Even though they ban gays on Sundays, I don't think that guy has just kissed the Chick-fil-A chicken tender. I'm gonna be really honest. Okay. Now Whataburger. Whataburger's all right. Um, it's okay. It's definitely a B or a C. It has a similar vibe to like Steak and Shake chicken tenders, kind of. It's almost like if Steak and Shake and Raising Cane's had a baby. I'm gonna go right there. It's just it's pretty mid. Now Dairy Queen chicken tenders, fucking A tier. Not quite as good as Chick-fil-A chicken tenders, admittedly, but that's purely in taste. But I feel like they just like if I eat like five Chick-fil-A chicken tenders, it feels like I don't know. It just it's so much meat. But Chick-fil-A like if you ate Chick-fil-A chicken tenders are what I feel like what a bodybuilder would bulk on. But a Dairy Queen chicken tender is like what a ninja would like eat for a quick snack in between killing people. That is still like really good. If that makes any sense. Dairy Queen, very good, A tier. I'm not sure if I could exactly put it. You know what? We're gonna put it at the very top of A tier. It's that good. It's that good. Jack in the Box, bottom of B. I'll B. I don't really need to talk about this. Popeyes. Honestly, I don't like fucking Popeyes chicken tenders. I feel like it's a total, basketball American chicken tender. Uh, yeah, we're gonna have to go with probably a D tier. And you know what? I don't even know what I was thinking about putting Canes as mid. Canes isn't mid. It's F tier. Actually, you know what? It's D tier and then KFC is F tier. I don't know why I was thinking that. I was using that as all my basis of C tiers and stuff. Yeah, this to me looks more correct now. Freddy's pretty mid. I mean, just mid. Because I was saying mid, but Raising Cane's is a mid. It's less than. I've never had Church's Chicken, by the way. That's why it's not on this list. Zaxby's C. C or D. Probably bottom C, high D. Now, here we'll do Hardee's too. Hardee's is fucking F. Hardee's sucks, dude. Hardee's chicken tenders fucking below huge chunks. Now, this is the S tier chicken tender. It is by far the best chicken tenders ever, bro. If you eat a fucking Culver's chicken tender, and you don't think it's the shit, you're lying to yourself. You're an absolute fucking fool. Okay? Culver's is by far. This is the list, boys. This is the list. Let me give it a once over. Yeah, yeah, I'd say the only thing I might do is maybe move some of these ones that are mid around. Literally just these ones is the only thing, but everything else, yeah, that looks right to me. The only thing I could maybe think, yeah, move Sonic up there, but this is pretty close, fellas. I'm gonna go with that. This is the chicken tender tier list. If you disagree with me, then make a tier list yourself. But I doubt any of you fools will have the gumption and the drive to do it. So, yeah, this is the fucking goated tier list, you dumb pieces of shit.